On Galaxy Watch Ultra, Samsung has also given us this one extra button, which is the action button, and you can connect different features to this action button. So for that, we'll just go in settings, and here just below battery we have buttons and gestures. So if we go in here, the first thing that we can do here is to set up an action when we press this button. So if we go in here, you can have it turn on Samsung Health, and you can go in here further and you can select individual workouts that you want to launch when you press this button. So that's one. And then we've got other features here, things like stopwatch, flashlight, water lock mode, and none. So if you don't want this button to do anything, you can select none. And then we have pretty limited features that we can connect with this button right now, and I am hoping that in the future Samsung will open it up to allow us to launch pretty much anything on this watch. But right now it seems like we have very limited features that we can launch with this button. So if I press stopwatch here, and then it tells me how to use it. So let's try this out. Press once, stopwatch starts. Press once again to stop, press again to resume, and then double press to record the lap, which is right here, and then press and hold to reset the stopwatch. And then the second option here is start action with, whether you want to start this action with short press or you want to do it with double press. Now I've selected double press, and if I press it once, nothing happens. For everything to happen now, I have to double press this quick button. On this watch, Samsung has also included the siren feature, which is connected to this action button. So if we go in settings, go in buttons and gestures, scroll up, you will then see this option here, siren. So if you go in here, you can turn this feature on, and then what happens is you can press and hold this button for 5 seconds to launch the siren, and this is actually a pretty high pitched sound that the watch will emit. So there you go, you can already listen to it. And then it goes into even higher frequency sound that can actually be heard pretty far away, and then it goes into this, rampant sound. So this is a feature that you can use if you are in danger. You can turn this feature on just by pressing this button for 5 seconds. The siren will turn on, and obviously the purpose is to draw attention to yourself. On Galaxy Watch Ultra, we also have these two regular buttons. So we have a home button and the back button. If we go in settings and go in buttons and gestures, scroll up, we'll get to home button. So home button, you can select double press and then press and hold. So if you go in double press, you can select to go to the most recent app, so the last app that you were using, or you can select your exercises, water lock, and pretty much any app that you have installed on your watch. Because I was using settings app right now, I'm just gonna double press it to go back into the settings app. So that's how this works. And then we have press and hold. And press and hold, you can press and hold this button to launch Bixby, Google Assistant, or launch the power off menu. Then we also have the back button here, so you can select the short press option. So short press to go to the previous screen, which is its out of the box setting, or you can also select it to show recent apps. And if you choose that and you tap on it, it will show you all the recent apps. But then the question is, how do you go back? So you simply go back by swiping in from the left edge of the display. So now if I go in settings, go in buttons and gestures, scroll all the way down, I will get to gestures. Now the first one is double pinch. Now if I go in here, you can see that this is basically the gesture. This gesture can be used to answer calls, dismiss alerts, launch apps, control your music, and take photos. So an alarm is going to sound right now, and I'm going to use my gesture, and it will show me on the display how I can dismiss the alarm. So there you go, and you can see this gesture right here. It's telling me that I can use this gesture to turn off the alarm. Next up, we have shake to dismiss. So you can shake your wrist like this to dismiss different features, like you can decline incoming calls or dismiss alerts such as alarms and timers and reminders. Now you can turn this feature on and we can try it. So there you go. So that's how this one works. And then we have knock knock feature, and once again, you can use this feature, and there you go, and they work pretty well if you are doing them right.